Give me 1 second. And I think that we are live now. Yep, we are live. So welcome everyone. Good day, good morning, good evening, whatever place you're in. This is the new live AMA session on Scaleswap for the next IDO project that we are launching literally in a couple of days. We have here amazing co-founders at the NFT infrastructure project Envelop. We have Envelop's CEO, Alex Shedogubov. Hi, Alex.
Hi, hello, Nelli.
Cool to have you here. And we have another Alex, who is his partner and CBDO at Envelop, Alex Kuzin. Hi, Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. As we say, if you are between two Alexes, you can have a wish, and this wish will come true. So let's hope. And of course, we have amazing co-founder and CTO at Scaleswap, Stolberg. Hi, Stan.
Hi, Nelly. Hi, guys. Hi, all.
A couple of days ago, we had our roundtable discussion on YouTube about the NFT future, and we have an enormous amount of people watching it and absolutely crazy amount of questions addressed to Envelop team. This week, on 21st of October, Envelop will have its IDO on Scaleswap. We have the whitelisting campaign ending tomorrow. And already have an enormous amount of people that applied there. And the goal of this AMA is to understand all the scope, all the details of the envelope of your go-to-market strategy, of your big, bright future. How do you envision this? And to answer, of course, all the community questions. So, guys, I suggest to start with the brief. Of course, I guess that majority of the community watching us today already knows about Envelop. But can you give a brief introduction of Envelop from the perspective of its value proposition? What is Envelop? What you are building there?
So we are building cross-chain tools to enrich NFTs with new functionality. So we can work with any NFT from the market. Now we're focusing mainly on the game industry, metaverses, marketplaces, and the current state of development of NFTs as they are on the market. Especially we see big potential in rental mechanics, especially non-pledge rental mechanics, which are able due to our rapid mechanisms. And if we say about long-term vision, we will focus on economical part of NFTs, working with liquidity, tokenizing payment channels, and forwarding trade to decentralized secure derivatives. That's in general.
Awesome pitch, very polished and structured. Thanks a lot, Alex, for making this. And I also want to elaborate on your DAO concept, because Envelop is the real DAO from day one, right? You are very much community focused and very much coordinating with your community on the future development. Can you please tell us a bit more on this?
We're really working hard with our community, especially for the community. We are creating our tokenomics where the shareholders of the community will be able to also benefit from incomes of the DAO. So they will be able to select not to support the whole DAO Envelop, but they will be able to choose each sector of the market, or even just they focus on a project. For example, if we integrate with some very popular game, they can stake their tokens there and share with us as spend part as well and income. So it's the main idea how to involve community, not just in chatting and making stickers, but also in the deal flow of the whole DAO.
Perfect, cool to hear that. And just a question that I received now in the Telegram. So can you please elaborate a little bit more? So you already explained your value proposition. And right now, we know that the NFT space is quite competitive. So what is your competitive advantage of Envelop, which puts you ahead of all the competitors on the market? Sorry for tautology, too many words, competitors.
So if to say about competitors, main part of them focus on kind of what we now search the protocol side, but we are composed from not just protocol, but Oracle as well and index, all composed together by token. So we're really flexible and we just not only focusing on any sector, we offer solution for the whole market. So we can be used from creators to, as I mentioned, financial structures and even VCs. For example, as we today launched a case of Launchpad via wrapped NFTs. So it seems the community liked it because it was bought out in a few minutes. So 3 days before IDO, we'll also have drops of wrapped NFTs with our tokens with time locks. So there could be imagined many cases. So I think that flexibility is our main advantage. And of course, we got a lot of implementations. Alex working hard on it. So till the end of next year, I suppose will be 10, so maybe more than 100 implementations of protocol and other our products, as I meant, Oracle, Index, and the whole Envelop DAO.
Amazing. So I would love to hear more about the implementations that you mentioned, because this is also one of the core advantages of Envelop in comparison with many other competing projects, that you are already not only on MVP stage, you have working product, working prototype, and a lot of business implementations, right? And integrations with different projects. Can you elaborate more on this, please?
Yeah, if we say about executed implementation, the first case was about event organizers of events. So when they had drops to the audience in NFTs, for example, they have an NFT and they got partners, they put tokens of their partners inside these NFTs and drop to the people who attended this conference online or offline. So it was the first one. And then we got about 3 cases made by this mechanic. So we see big interest from event organizers for that. As I mentioned about Launchpad, it was created by ourselves. Maybe if Scaleswap liked it, we'll also
I will add my words here, but first finish Alex. I wanted to add
and as for marketplace, there's one integration in process, but it's will be finished soon. So we'll announce a bit later.
So guys,
can add.
Yeah, no, just a couple of questions. So first of all, your project or the whole idea of Envelop is more infrastructure, right? This is your vision to be NFT infrastructure, not a particular application. So you want to work with applications which will base their functionalities on your infrastructure. And adding to this case with NFT, I would rather call this some kind of airdrop version 2 or NFT airdrop version 2. I love this more than Launchpad. It reflects a bit more the core functionality of this, and telling to our community a bit of maybe it's a bit too early, but we are really looking into integration with Envelop in this stage, in the NFT drop stage, and in some couple of weeks you might see a very cool new feature on Scaleswap. But yeah, it's just anticipating a bit. So can you please tell about other blockchains and EVM blockchains? I know that first all of your cases are based on EVM blockchains, so Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and others. But do you have plans for Solana for non-EVM blockchains?
Yeah, true. We got these plans. Now we launched Zilliqa in development. Afterwards, we plan focus on Solana. Surely we'll go to Flow blockchain. We contacted with their team as well in earlier stages, and we see that they have tremendous volumes on this market. And of course, we are thinking about Polkadot. We are connecting with their kind of development community So we'll expand to other blockchains as well, but step by step. So EVM the fastest one to execute. So we start from simpler to harder chains in realization. I'm sure you know how hard it is to code on non-EVM blockchains.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because EVM blockchains have the largest community and proven language, right? Solidity. If you go to other blockchains, you need to have Rust, for example, which is not so bulletproof as Solidity, right? Therefore, it's understandable. It's the same what we are doing. We are also a multi-chain launchpad, started with Polygon, but very, very soon, also anticipating, we will have much more blockchains. So could you please update on this, let's say, state of your of your real partners, real integration? So what is the first real business case? What we will see very soon, I mean, with Envelop?
Let me answer on this question. For now, as Alex already said, we finishing the first implementation to the real partner. We will make the announcement soon, I guess, in one or 2 days, and this will be the first external implementation. Also, previously, Alex told us about our current implementations to the use cases to the event organizers, and that have no just special technical implementations, but a business implementation. So in the point of technical implementation, we have a pipeline of game projects. We have some of them on our website marked, and the main mechanics which we are implementing to this game will be rent, non-pledged rent of NFTs, using collateral as the power of the game items, and special boxes, gift boxes for drops inside the game items for the players. So this is the main points for now.
Cool, really cool. Do you want to ask something, Nelli?
I just wanted to elaborate on some community questions in the live chat in YouTube. Since you asked already about implementation of blockchains, there are a few questions, like, for example, Mr. Zed is asking, please share some of the main milestones of the product development for the Envelop.
If we are talking about the main product development, Alex also already said that it consists of 3 main parts: Oracle, protocol, and index and token. It was one, and we will launch our beta of the protocol till the end of this year. Also, we will launch alpha of protocol close to the end of this year. In the spring will be alpha of index, and in next summer we plan to have beta versions of protocol, Oracle, and index as well.
Wow, that's impressive. So during the next half a year, 1 year, you have a lot of milestones to reach. We will observe and follow you accordingly. Also, I have another good question from our live chat about wrapping the NFT actually. So Rekdut, sorry if I misspell your names, guys, you have very different
creative names.
Nicknames, yeah. Is asking how to make a wrapping of the NFT via Envelop. And Ani Peter, for example, is asking what is the benefit of buying or having wrapped NFTs in near future? So who can elaborate on this?
So I'll say, for example, you got an NFT, you can make it 2 ways. For example, if you need just to transfer some assets in one transaction, you can make a kind of a basket of assets, you wrap it together and send in one transaction. You can, for example, set locks on this liquidity, so you can use it as a mean to transfer liquidity. If you also say about, as I named it, Launchpad via wrapped NFTs, and Stan said it about airdrop, we also can consider it kind of secured futures. For example, when the tokens are not traded as now on the market, but NFTs can be tradable, and so this NFT can stand like a futures, which are also there's practice on the market when we don't have in circulation real tokens. Sometimes some exchanges launch futures on it. So they are traded not connected to the real value, but here we can have such futures. For them stands wrapped NFT with tokens inside. So it's kind of a backed futures. So this is the way. And another way is we speak about arts. You can wrap your painting, for example, if you're an artist or just an owner, to get royalties from secondary market. So on every transaction you can adjust to get it. And also you can set up economic model for your artwork, so it will grow on every transaction, so it will be more desirable to buy by others. And if we say about game items, there will be possible also same mechanics as with art, but also in games is a very good thing about rental and secondary market around it. So
if I understand you correctly, the wrapped NFTs, they combine the advantages of standard NFTs and also different financial instruments, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. And so we are now can create only 721 format NFT, but as Alex mentioned, till the end of the year, we'll launch a beta of protocol where we can add 1155 NFTs, and inside this wrapped NFT, we'll be able to add other NFTs and make complex instruments from it. So like in Russia, we may name it Matryoshka style. NFT in one NFT, wrapped in another NFT, and with different settings about royalties, locks, unlocks, and others.
And the Oracle needs to make clear what is the quality of the internal wrapped NFTs inside wrapped NFTs, how many levels it could be created, carried, and so on.
By the way, guys, have you elaborate on partnering with projects like OpenSea, with NFT marketplaces? Is it something what you have in mind?
Yes, previously I mentioned, the first implementation of external implementation will be made with the NFT marketplace. The name will be published in a few days.
Great. Maybe I missed this.
There are also a couple of questions about multi-chain integrations. Victory is asking, when do you plan to list tokens on Matic blockchain? And Vlad is asking, what chains can be used in Envelop and why?
So for now, can be used EVM compatible as Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. The only reason is because we got limited development resources. So we are moving step by step. And as for Polygon, also as Scaleswap is on Polygon, our tokens will be as well on Polygon. So
already are on Polygon.
Already. I have been delays.
So Victory, you heard this. They are already on Polygon and Matic blockchain. So no worries. You can get them already this week if you participate in the IDO or get them later on the market. And also, oh, thank you. There are a lot of messages like from the community saying that they like Envelop very much. Very sweet of you guys. Thank you. Then also a lot of questions we have around your marketing strategy, go-to-market strategy, and biz dev strategy. So can you please tell us a little bit more on this? What are you planning to do in the nearest future as your marketing and go-to-market strategy?
As for marketing, we mainly focus on partnerships and integrations, as we are a kind of tool which is under radar. So we are integrated in other applications, and then we plan cross-marketing with them. Of course, before the IDO, we also, to have better outreach on the public, we also have different publications, the AMA sessions, and other events about this. And Alex can also more detailed say about BizDev strategy.
BizDev strategy based on the partnerships for sure. We plan to crystallize with the help of our first partners in the specific fields like NFT marketplace, NFT launchpads, NFT games, metaverses, and so on, to crystallize the scenarios which should be implemented first, which will bring the best value and the hugest value for our partners. And after that, it will be more easy for us to scale the same use cases on the horizontal level with another players of these fields.
And guys, by the way, regarding your token, for others, also for our community, the ticker of Envelop token is NIFTSY.
Yeah.
Don't be. Maybe you can tell about the story behind this a bit, because so that users really understand what's about.
So the story was when we decided to create the name, it was real hard. So during early spring, we had lots of different suggestions, and we wanted to figure out that we are about NFTs. So we played with this wording. So then NIFTSY was born, but afterwards there appeared plenty of projects, and we forgot about Google search machine, which thought that if we entered NIFTSY totally in the search line, they offered us NIFTY Gateway, NIFTYFY, and other projects. So not to have a mess on search engine optimization, we decided to change the naming, and our CTO Maxim offered this kind of this naming because when he had communication with his devs, he said about the concept of envelope, like an envelope where we can put any assets, and then we close this envelope and can send. So we decided to make it in an action style, so to take envelope like an action word, not a noun. So here's the naming, and we left our token as to remind us, and especially because we are working like a DAO, and to the moment of rename, we also had locked some of our tokens to our partners, so we couldn't change and redeploy the smart contract due to this. And also, I should say that on Binance Smart Chain, there is already someone created fake NIFTSY tokens, so be careful with them. So there are a lot
thank you for this explanation, guys. For all of you, don't be confused. NIFTSY is a utility token of Envelop. Just, because people are used to have the same naming. It's important also to share this. And maybe you can tell a bit more about the utility of the token.
As for utility, first of all, there's different scenarios. For example, when our protocol is used with our token, we give opportunity to choose what token will be used in our protocol. It can be chosen another one, or project's token whom we integrate in. But if there's an NIFTSY token inside, so it's paid like a royalties, put inside collaterals, for example. And if not, our token can be utilized to get info from Oracle, analyzed info, to form indexes, and of course, as I mentioned, to participate in MicroDAOs and staking to model. So this, in high level, the main utility of our token.
But because you are following this DAO way, you will implement more and more utilities, right?
Yeah.
Probably by using some voting, so DAO voting tool where only your token holders can vote for this.
Voting is a kind of must-have, so I just don't even mention it. So I just focus on another kind of new functions we want to offer.
Great.
And by the way, we have the question about this in our chat. Yaroslav is asking, can the community somehow take an active participation in the development of Envelop? not just the purchase of tokens, but for example, technical support, ambassador programs, contests, events, etc.?
Yeah, of course, we got bounty program launched. So just write us in chat. There are a lot of activities to execute. And as we said about voting, it will be also launched after we pass through IDO and listings. So there's lots of activities.
Over 3,000 people are watching us live right now, and I really love the atmosphere in the live chat and YouTube. I hope that we will go through all the major questions. Here I want to ask Stan to elaborate. We have a lot of questions about actual token sale, IDO, how to participate in IDO, how to take part in IDO of Envelop on Scaleswap, how to get Envelop tokens, etc., etc. So can you please give a brief instruction for all those who are interested?
Sure, I can, but I fear it might be even a bit too late because Envelop IDO experienced a really high demand, really a lot of participants signed up. First of all, if you want to participate on IDO, you need to go through the whitelisting. These are some tasks what you need to proceed or to accomplish, and one of the tasks is also a KYC. All the users who accomplished all the tasks together with KYC, they will be regarded, or we will select among them for Envelop IDO. There are two pools, a private pool and public pool. Public pool is based on lottery principle and first come, first serve. So all who applied for public pool will select a certain amount per lottery. So not all users will be able to participate. But after this, these users can participate in the IDO with first come, first serve principle. So it means that even in this case, not all selected users will get Envelop or NIFTY token allocation. As for a private pool, you need to be a scale score holder. So scale score is our loyalty system. It's a bit comprehensive, and we have guides how it works. You can go to Scaleswap page and check them out. But very quick. First of all, to get some scale score, you need to have some of Scaleswap token or of token of our projects. Later, after Envelop will launch and you will hold some Envelop token, you will also increase your scale score. So this is what we offer to all of our projects, and here we support our projects and as well Envelop, with long-term minded participants. That's it basically.
Since you elaborated on the private pool, there is also the question in the live chat, what is the minimum of SCA tokens the person needs to hold in order to get the guaranteed allocation for the private pool?
Again, good question. And there is no simple answer to this question, because Scale Score is a pretty comprehensive system consisting of 6 different dimensions based on formulas. There is not only the number of tokens, but holding period of tokens, holding period of LP provision to our pools, then how much percentage of maximum tokens you hold. So you hear it's pretty comprehensive. Therefore, I encourage you to visit app.scaleswap.io, to go to the Scale Score symbol. You will be provided to a simulator page, and in the simulator, you can just test how much tokens you need in order to have guaranteed participation, because your rank will be displayed live. This is a live rank, what you will see, and to be in guaranteed participations rank, your rank should be at least 250.
At least 250. Okay, so I will send the link to this simulator in the live chat, and everyone can try and see yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stan, for elaborating this. I guess we need repeating more and more this kind of things, because it's still not clear for everyone.
We need a webinar. We will do this soon. But for now, let's focus on Envelop.
Exactly. And coming back to Envelop, good question from Suraj. Will lending option go live from a first day of the launch?
From the first day, we will not launch it. We think about launching staking program. I think it will be or in a day of IDO or just in a few days afterwards. So we'll launch staking program.
Okay, that would be fast. And the staking program, can you please elaborate a little bit more on the highlights?
In general, we'll calculate the model, but we'll offer different API. For the longer you stake our token, the big API you will have in our tokens.
Okay, so everyone can join the staking program in a couple of days after the IDO, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and another question, guys, can you please tell us a bit about your future listing strategy? So you plan to list on DEXs and centralized exchanges. With what exchanges do you work, and how do you envision this?
So
yeah, Alex.
Okay. Yeah, we plan to be listed on Gate.io, ZB.com, and a few hours ago, the third CEST announced our listing and IEO event, ix.com. This is 3 Chinese exchanges which support our project. And regards to the DEX, Alex.
And as for DEX, we'll also list on main DEXs, so there will be opportunity to join Envelop like on centralized exchanges as well on decentralized exchanges.
And of course, QuickSwap as well, being the Polygon DEX, right?
Yeah, we think so.
Good. Guys, just before we finish this AMA session, can you please give the last summary message for your community and our community, all those who will join Envelop IDO on Scaleswap or and later on support your project and go with you to this exciting journey. Anything you want to share with your future community?
So I just want to say that we are just at the beginning of real implementations of NFTs. So I don't mean just that hype was around arts and pixels, pictures. I mean about real implementations into games and economical parts. And here we see a real big future of NFT as an instrument, not just like a buzzword. So we, as you see, we plan to be deep in these markets and offer new solutions. So we always development, and we got big partnerships and partners also. On every call we have, always appear new use cases and new implementations and models how to use our protocol. So you as a community also are open to any suggestions, and it's very preferable for us if you also help us to make the whole DAO better, to vote for it, offer new use cases, and see if you see real big aims, also be free to say it to us. We'll try to implement the best ones.
Alex, Kuzin, do you want to add anything?
Yes, I would like to add that one question was very interesting related to how the community can help our team. And there are several ways how to do it. We are open for any new partnerships, as Alex told. We are open for any other support, including community management. We have no resources to answer a lot of questions online. Sorry for that, dear community, and we do our best, but we have to sleep a little bit, and maybe we will have a chance to make not big, but the hackathon based on our protocol during nearest few months, just to attract some part of the community, technical guys who can, and business guys who see different implementations of the protocol and who can help us to grow up faster.
Wow, hackathon by Envelop. That sounds amazing. Stan?
No, I just really like how you guys are close to the community, so that you want to work with them together to develop the roadmap of the product. It's a really cool approach in the sense of blockchain ecosystem. So it's
fully agree with that. And once again, for everyone who is watching us right now and who will be watching us later, who wants to support Envelop and get your hands dirty with helping the project to grow and succeed, please feel free to contact them in the Telegram group. All the links you have in the description of this video, and support the project, join the proactive community, and become the supporter, participate in hackathon, etc. And you know what? I promised to guys to finish this AMA in a short time frame, because they are overwhelmed with other tasks which are needed to execute for the project success. But the community really asks for just a couple of last questions. So if you don't mind, I will forward them right now. So question from Yuva. When we stake Envelop tokens from my wallet in their website, then they will be moved into the staking pool. Then will my skill score decrease? I think it's a question.
As for now, in order to have scale score for tokens or for project tokens, like for example for Envelop, you need to have these tokens in your wallet. We cannot create a system which check for every kind of staking and other tools. It's simply technically really challenging. Therefore, if you really want to maintain some scale score, just leave some tokens of Envelop in your wallet and you will be good with this. And how much you need to leave, it's very simple. Just go to our simulator and simulate, and you will see how much scale score you will get for leaving such or such amount of tokens.
Another question regarding the minimum cap for the IDO. I know that we have the maximum cap, which is described in the whitelisting document in Medium. Guys, a little bit earlier, I've sent you the link in the chat. But is there any minimum, Stan?
You mean like soft cap? Soft cap or
not soft cap, but minimum from one person.
Minimum allocation. Minimum allocation is as usual, as for now, always $30 worth of token. I need to recalculate how much this is in Envelop token, but $30 worth. That's the
$30 worth Envelop tokens is the minimum allocation.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And the maximum, guys, you will see it in the whitelisting document description, but for private pool, it is $300 worth, and for public pool, it is $200 worth. And the last question from for today, guys, it's really the last. Please don't ask in the chat more questions, but join the Telegram chat of Scaleswap and Envelop and continue your questions here. So I see the question from Suraj: will relationship of Scaleswap and Envelop end from the day Envelop launch on Launchpad, or is there any other plan in near future? And I can try to elaborate myself, and then guys will help me to correct. So definitely it will not end after the date of the IDO. First of all, Scaleswap in general is continuously in contact with all the projects that are launching on Scaleswap. You know, we are not doing IDOs every day. We are very selective and cherry pick only the best of the best with the highest potential on the market. And of course, we are keeping in touch and constantly getting updated with the project development, with the project achievements and milestones. Second, with Envelop, we have very special relationship, and literally yesterday we launched the first NFT campaign by Scaleswap, wrapped NFT campaign powered by Envelop. You can see this description in our Medium channel and also in Telegram. And it is very, very exciting thing. I would love to tell you more, but on a different occasion. And third, of course, considering the value Envelop is bringing on the NFT sector, and considering that Scaleswap is working not only on the IDO, but also with a lot of NFT projects, etc., I see a lot of future collaboration and partnership opportunities between us in the technological perspective, in the business development perspective, and in general supporting each other. Stan, I see that you also want to add something.
No, Nelly, I think you covered most of topics. I just want to come back to the very, very interesting and fast to integrate use case of, I call this wrapped NFT drop, where some collateral is locked into the NFT for some time. And this is what we are discussing now with Envelop team. And it could be possible that we will have such a feature, let's say powered by Envelop protocol within Scaleswap in near future. I don't know when, but maybe even a couple of weeks.
Oh my God, you know how to heat up the intrigue here. So guys, stay tuned to keep updated. And I want one more time to say big thank you for Alex Kuzin and Alex Shedogubov for joining our AMA, for transparently addressing all the community questions and being so, you know, community driven, open-minded and flexible. Guys, wishing you great success. Obviously with IDO, everything will be very good and very fast because you are such an anticipated project. But what is even most important is let's bring it to the big success in the future, long-term success, and really disrupting, making the industry and the sector better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Guys, let's go, right? Let's perform.
Thank you everyone for